crockpot will save your life every single time. It's just life. You can't get everything done in one day. Don't buy what your family eats home. It's just fluctuate in price. It's normal, but especially now. Welcome back to my channel. So today is just going to be kind of a hodgepodge of everything all in one. I'm going to end up tackling my pantry, and I'm going to do just a few things around the house that I don't normally clean. So it'll be kind of part 2 of the spring cleaning that I did start a few weeks ago. Something that I do always love to do is during spring cleaning, I love to make sure that my carpets are clean. So we don't wear shoes in our home, but very high traffic areas right in front of our front door. So I did pass over 2 times just to make sure that the water did run and clear. You'll see that when I do dump out the water, it is pretty grimy. So just make sure that you are cleaning high traffic areas at bare minimum, and clean any rugs that you have over your carpet, or do a deep clean on your floors, whether that's tile or vinyl, whatever you have. Just make sure that you do take care of your floors. The first spring cleaning video I did was more of dusting and dusting fans and furniture that you don't really get to oil very often. Now I'm moving into doing the floors and the kitchen, and then my last stop will be the bathrooms and just regular dusting in like our bedrooms and things like that. So you'll see here the water was pretty gross. I got so wrapped up in the day. I was giving a deep clean to all of our pillows, and I for some reason forgot that the pillowcases for mine and my husband's pillows, there's pillowcases, and then the pillows we have covers on them, and those get washed all the time. I threw the pillow inside, and whatever fill was in there just completely, they busted open. All 4 pillows were completely ruined. So all of that to say, just make sure that you read the labels on your pillows. I did notice that I do have quite a few new subscribers. Hello, thank you for sticking around. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope that in some way this motivates you. Pick something out that you need to clean. Start your to-do list. Just start anywhere, 5, 10, 15 minutes.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say,
it's definitely an inside day. It's getting outside again. It's great for our little seedlings that we started. If you're new here, my name's Becca. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2. I have a little guy next to me. I have 2 little boys. I do stay at home. We are trying our hand at homeschooling, and we're trying our hand at gardening. I've made a few videos, go check it out, but we're gonna be landscaping a lot of our property, so we're gonna try our hand at quite a few different things. So a lot of that kind of content's coming on live. I uploaded a video, I think about a week and a half ago, of spring cleaning, and I only got half of it done. So I'm gonna try your sitting in the chair. I am gonna try to get the other half of my spring cleaning done today. So if you need to do that, come along with me. I'm gonna throw some bread in the crock pot. It's not everybody's favorite. I'm still kind of playing around with the recipe. There's so many recipes out there. I've used regular flour. Today I'm going to try bread flour. I would love to master a really nice, just simple bread, because we go through bread so much in this house. You like stay-at-home mom content, cleaning content. I do cleaning motivation videos because it helps me clean my house and stay on top of it. We're going to be adding new pieces of furniture, trying to figure out how to furnish our home, and trying our hand at gardening. We have quite a bit of land that we're gonna try to develop. Doing raised garden beds and in-ground garden beds. We have wildlife to worry about, so we're gonna figure out enclosures. If any of that appeals to you, come along with me. I'm gonna start with the bread and then kind of find things around the house that I don't normally clean. It's just life. You can't get everything done in one day. Grab a cup of coffee. I love coffee. Absolutely love like Dollar Tree videos or Dollar Tree DIYs. We did actually just purchase these chairs. I am absolutely in love with them, and we got a haul tree. It's not put together yet, so it's over there in pieces. I just wanted to throw this clip in here. These are the chairs that we did actually purchase. They are from Wayfair, and they are actually, surprisingly, they look just like the picture. I was a little bit worried about that. Mom life, there's cars all over the house. And then you'll see a picture of the haul tree. I'll include a clip. We did actually put it together a few days later, but it's gonna serve so much functionality for me and my kids to get out the door. A lot of pieces. My husband will put it together. I just got those chairs. we're slowly adding pieces to furnish the living room. It's just going to be a quiet sitting room, and then the next place will be the den to kind of try to add more decor and figure out what our style is. So grab a cup of coffee, make a to-do list, find things that you need to get done, and if no one's told you today, you're doing amazing, and everything you do gets noticed, even if your littles can't tell you that, or your spouse, or just know that you're doing a great job. I will preface and say that my husband calls this bread the Old Testament bread. It's a little dense, so that's why I'm gonna try it with the, I think it's a King Arthur bread flour instead of regular all-purpose flour. The original recipe called for regular flour. I'll try to link it below. I'm still trying to tweak it to figure out how we like it. I like dense bread, my husband does not, so I would love to just have a go-to recipe. I don't have a bread maker yet. We are gonna get one because we absolutely love bread and we go through it so quickly in our house. But I love the idea. The crock pot literally is my best friend. If I could use the crock pot every day, I would. If you are a stay-at-home mom or a working mom or dad or whoever, anybody, please befriend them. Use your crock pot because the crock pot will save your life every single time. In there for 4 hours, 8 hours. I like low and slow. I don't really like cooking, especially meat. I don't like cooking meat on high. So I'll just show you the recipe, but it is really good.
Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. For the second chance I say I'm nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be.
So I did actually end up having to put the bread into the oven for a little bit. The King Arthur bread didn't do so well in the crock pot. I've heard really great reviews making bread in the oven with it. So I just browned it in the oven for about 15 minutes and it turned out really well. Again, it is a very dense recipe. Taking a moment here to help my kids clean up their room, and they play with Easter eggs year round. They absolutely love hiding things in them. They like hiding them around the house and hunting for them. It's a great motor activity for my younger one to try to find the pieces. You can use them as matching. We do homeschool if you are new here, so I always try to find activities that use items that we already have. I do save them because we have 2 littles, and I did find quite a few with like animal faces on them, so it's just a really cool thing to try to find different uses for items that you normally have to kind of reduce the amount of items I do have to have for homeschool. And here's everything just put away. As long as it's put away in a bucket, it doesn't really matter. I'll go through usually once a week and kind of reorganize everything. These are the curtains that I purchased for my living room. Me and my husband love them so much. I purchased the exact same sets for our dining room. And you can see right now they're this weird beige color, and these sheer curtains are super pretty, but red is just not our color. So I'm putting up 4 new panels, and they show on camera. It's just frustrating. I can't get the right color. It looks almost like a grayish purple tone, but I promise you they're almost like a seafoam green gray, if that makes any sense. My husband refers it to a color that's like a dull dollar bill, but they are so pretty in person. I think I got them at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're super reasonably priced, and they are amazing blackout curtains. We're just trying to make sure that for the summer we are able to block out some of the amazing sun that we get during springtime. It's going to start getting warm here, so I'm going to change those out because they desperately do not match our home. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. I'm proud. We did a good job.
So pretty.
Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. It's like gorgeous. So this is what we had in the dining room, just because they worked. This is what we had when we moved in. And this is the sheer that'll go in the middle, just like the dining room. And I can't believe they pull like almost purple gray. I swear they're seafoam, like a seafoam gray. So it just matches. It's really dark. Oh, it's very dark. Let's turn on a light. Oh, well, that doesn't help. Am I the only one that does this? I can't get the curtain to hang the right way. They should be like 2 inches longer, but... So I'm so upset I lost the audio for this clip, but my son and I were checking on our potatoes. We are trying our hand at gardening, and we threw some potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket. To my surprise, they are actually sprouting. So we're super excited, and I am teaching my son about plant life, so it's just amazing to every few days go out there and check on them. First I need to put the dishes away, and then I need to start the treacherous project of laying down shelf liner, taking everything out. We don't have like too much, it's just literally chaos. That's my fault. I'm the one mainly in the kitchen. It's my kitchen. I just haven't had time to like really organize. And before we start getting into the pantry, we do not hoard food. We are buying things out of panic. We have always had at least a 3 or 4 month rotating pantry. If you don't have space, trust me, probably a third of kitchen cabinet space, this whole wall of pantry space over there, we did not have. I had one cabinet that was designated to dry food, canned food. It's just nice when you see things on sale, pick it up, shop your shelves. If you have space to keep meat in the freezer, by all means do that. Just know that, and I don't have a big, huge pantry. There are people that have 6 months to a year. I'm not that deep into it. Quite frankly, we just don't have the space to do that. And it's a lot to upkeep to make sure like you're eating. Anytime we go grocery shopping, if you've watched like my grocery haul videos or whatnot, then you'll know that I'll always say, if you see things on sale, buy what your family eats. And we eat beans literally probably 3 or 4 nights a week. So our family, and I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so it's mainly me and my husband, we can eat 1 can of beans in a meal and it's gone. So beans and just like dried things, if you see them on sale, pick 1 up at a time, spend $5 extra, whatever you have in your budget, even if it's just $1, pick up 1 extra thing at a time. and you'll be surprised within a month, 2 months, 3 months. I mean, because you're constantly going to be using it. Like pasta sauce, find the favorite one that your family likes, your favorite kind of noodle, your favorite kind of crackers. Like things just fluctuate in price. It's normal, but especially if you see them on a great deal and you know that you're going to be able to rotate them so that they're not going to go bad and expire, then do that. I don't like throwing away food. There are things that, you know, canned goods stay good for a while, but I don't like the pantry to be super full to where I don't have space. Work well for me. So just know that we don't condone, like I'm not making this video to say, hey, go out and spend $400 on food. No, we start small and your pantry will eventually grow and you'll find space in your kitchen to keep it. So let's just get on to the video. Pantry videos, there's thousands of them out there. Go watch one. Maybe I'll do, because I want to like redo what we keep. That's why I want to make a master list of, you know, like your family's foods will change. So let's just get creative.
You said that you needed me. Like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope
I'm
you
gonna do the cabinets that we mostly use, like our dish cabinet. I never lined that. I lined the cup cabinet, but not the dish cabinet. The glass cabinet, and then the shelves on this side of the pantry that we use basically every day. The cans and stuff, I'm gonna have to buy another roll, but the things, that's my son. The things that we use every day, I would like to line now so that they're lined like white. So I'm heavy-handed. We have kids. This is our home. I need it to stay like really heavy. I wouldn't suggest. It's my ice machine. Okay, the ice is done making, so let's get back to it. I wouldn't suggest buying this at Dollar Tree. This is expensive. It's like $1.25 obviously, but you don't get as, like things like that, you kind of want to just spend the money, get your money's worth.
even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking it. I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down.
You see these? I love this rice. I mentioned it before, but I'll wash them out and I'll use them for like pancake mix, baking mix, sugar, flour, whatever. They work. Or my kids like to, it's a really good motor skill, I've said that before. My kids like to put stuff in them. We homeschool, so anything like that is just, don't throw it and find another way to use it. So my pantry really had no rhyme or reason. There's just things that we keep on hand at all times, especially with little ones. You'll see here, I'm just showing that like the dates of the potatoes, the mixed vegetables, and the beans. Just like earlier in the video, we go through an insane amount of beans in our house. I use them in probably almost every meal. So I definitely make sure that I keep things rotated in our pantry. And when we do see them on sale, because they are things that we eat all the time, I do like to keep them on hand. And then there's just a few random things, like I love sauces. I am such a huge fan of the crockpot. So like enchilada sauces, that's a family favorite. We always have extra peanut butter, you know, condiments, things like that. Pasta sauce I'm really running low on. Normally I have a pretty bigger selection, you know, at least 4 or 5 cans on hand. Pasta is an easy meal. So that's what I'm saying in the beginning of the video. If you're going through your pantry, you know, just start, you know, I have 1 or 2 of each thing, and as long as you're using it, that's a great thing to have on hand. If we're not going to eat it, me and my husband are not going to buy it. I like things like this that are shelf stable. I'm in love with coffee. I drink it every day. So if it's on sale, then we'll pick it up. Oatmeal is such a big thing in our house. It's a really great, easy breakfast. So we go through that quite often as well. Just like these mashed potatoes, you know, things that are shelf stable, but can also, you know, help you out if you're in a pinch for dinner, you know, that are quick and easy, you know, things like that. Just don't pick stuff up that it's not going to be used. This cabinet, there's no rhyme or reason. There's just lids everywhere. I need to get like cabinet organizers, but today was just about protecting the shelf and just getting a head start on organizing, really organizing the pantry and the kitchen. That's a whole nother day. I used to try to do everything all at once, and I've really learned that I sometimes have to take a step back, and it's okay to do that. It is okay to slow down, pace yourself, give yourself some time, give yourself some grace. That's why I named this channel Grit and Grace. If you you go through the day, especially being a mom. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 littles. If you're new here, they are my heart and my joy. And I could cry just talking about my sons, but you get into this mode of being mommy or caretaker, or being a dad, and you get like this grit to get through the day, and it's like a little monotonous sometimes, and you find joy in it and you love it, and you have to be in the moment. But sometimes you go through the day, and we're all guilty of that, and sometimes you forget to give yourself grace and step back and say, hey, just breathe. And I really, whether the name is just a reminder for myself, it's kind of like my journey of motherhood. I'm still new. My oldest is only 3, but I'm learning a lot in this journey of motherhood, and it's a beautiful thing, and sometimes it's challenging, but you really have to step back and trust yourself. So every day I try to remind myself to, like I said, take a step back, give myself grace, and, not compare myself to other moms or their journeys with their children or other standards that are put on us as mothers, and just all of those negative reminders. I'm really trying to feed more positivity into it. So it's just a small reminder to allow yourself to be okay with the day and where it's at. You can always literally just stop, take a breather, walk away, reset the day. And you can do that at 9 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever. You can always just take a step back and restart. You can really control your day, and I'm really learning that as we go. So just be easy on yourself.
Small bar with neon lights, talked about everything that was on our minds. Talking to you gave me butterflies. Then you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.
Cleaned out most of the cabinets that we use on a daily basis. My hair is always a mess. Anyways, we cleaned out most of the cabinets that we use on a daily basis. Like I said, it wasn't like a huge declutter, but it was enough to just clean everything out and put the shelf liners down to hopefully save the bottom of the cabinet so that they're not gross in 5 years. Eventually, we'll change them out when they kind of get worn down. Besides the point, I'm going to make the master list of the pantry, and I'll do it in that sheet protector so I can, kind of just keep track of what we have. I used to have one in our old house, and I just haven't had time to do it, so here we are. It's tedious, but I promise you it will save you, and it's not cute to look at, so get like a command strip. You can even get them from Dollar Tree. They have the ones with the little hooks. I'll show you. I use them for my they're really great. They don't damage so far. I love Dollar Tree. I'm always going to mention Dollar Tree. Look there first if it's like small things. You know, sometimes you have to spend money, but you don't always have to. Make the master list, and when you are spring cleaning your kitchen, a lot of people don't think about the pantry or cabinets. You know, look for expiration dates. Look for things that might need to be replaced, like kids' straws. We use those when we make shakes. Otherwise, they just drink out of a cup. You know, look and see if there's build up. Sometimes if you don't have the straw thing, everybody's guilty of it. You know, replace your kids' cups, make sure you change your water filter, you know, rotate your pantry, check all your food, clean out your fridge. I do that at least once every 2 weeks, every week if I can, just a quick wipe down, and you won't have to go back and like do a huge cleanup if you keep it up. Wipe off the top of your fridge. Ours was disgusting. I found quite a bit of sawdust from when they built the house. I just honestly didn't see the sawdust in the back of the cabinets, so the cabinets are not that full, thankfully. But you know, it's just things you don't think about. So like, wipe down the inside of your cabinets, wipe down the outside. It's not things that people are gonna be like, oh, you decluttered and you cleaned. Like, it's not things you're gonna see every day, but it's stuff that you're gonna appreciate. Like I said, change your water filter, clean out your pantry, rotate your food. You know, put down shelf liners if you haven't done that. You know, clean out your little silverware shelf liners if you already have them. Just those little things are gonna make a big difference, especially if you're in the kitchen all day like I am. Clean out the inside of your stove. We haven't been here that long, so I haven't had to do that yet. So this is just a quick overview of what the list looks like. It's not anything pretty, but it works for me and my family. I took a really quick inventory of every single thing that we had in our pantry, in our freezer. I make a list, and then again, I use like kind of the whiteboard markers. That way, these are things that we're gonna regularly always have, and things with the star by it or in a different color are things that are running low. And if my husband happens to go shopping or I go shopping, we know what to look for if it's on sale. I use the whiteboard method or the whiteboard markers because it's easy to erase. The little hook from Dollar Tree didn't work. I just slipped a hole with the scissors, and it's hidden, it's hung up, and it worked. But I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I'll upload 2 times a week. If I have time, then I will upload 3 times a week. I really appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me that you even take time out of your day to watch any portion of the videos that I like to share. I know there's quite a few new subscribers, so hello. Don't forget to introduce yourself. Say hey in the comments. Let me know if you've started. Let me know if you're making a list, because obviously I had great plans to get them done in the same week, and here we are almost 2 weeks later, and I'm probably about 3/4 through. Drink? Oh, thank you. Pink fuzzballs. These pom-poms are a great sensory activity for little ones. Let me know what you've started, what you plan on starting, and I will definitely catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.